For my husband's lunch today, I'm going to start by packing in these cranberry crackers, which are super good. I like putting some cream cheese on them. Along with the crackers, I packed in some carrots and then our favorite spicy peanuts. Then I added 2 mandarin oranges and then sliced up some red bell peppers to go along in there as well. For the main portion, I'm going to be making a couple roast beef sandwiches, starting with some lightly toasted bread. After adding plenty of roasted beef deli meat, I added some cheddar cheese, some sliced avocados, and some fresh lettuce. And for the final touches, I added a little bit of mayo onto my bread slices. And of course, I'm going to cut these in half so they can fit better into my lunchbox. This time, I didn't have to trim off the edges since they do fit into the box perfectly without getting smashed. Now that everything's ready to go, I'm of course packing it all up and including a note to remind my husband that something special is coming up.
Hi guys, today I'm going to be packing my man's lunch again. Like always, he gets the leftovers or whatever I made that day. Today he's getting some crispy baked potatoes, some arroz rojo. This man loves his rice, so that's why I'm putting so much. Not to mention he eats a lot. And 2 pieces of chicken. I'm sorry about the angle. I could not get a better angle. And he loves sour cream with his rice, so I'm going to put some sour cream in a little container. Anything he can eat with sour cream, he will. And he works 11 hours, so I packed him some huevos y Mexican lasagna just in case he got hungry. So here I am packing his lunch in his little lunch pail. He gets a pack of tortillas to last him the week or however long they last him. He just keeps it at work. I added an apple, a mandarina, a Nature Valley, a Nutri-Grain, and a Chewy bar. And that's it. I know his lunch pail's dirty.
Hey guys, let's pack some lunch for my husband tomorrow. So we had shredded chicken tacos for dinner with red rice. Now guys, tell me, is it called Mexican rice or Spanish rice? I say red rice to be safe. So let me know in the comments what technically it's called. All right, so I'm putting some leftover rice, some of that shredded seasoned chicken and beans, and Monterey Jack cheese. And then I'm going to fold this up. And this pan, it's not dirty, guys. It's just from, we had dinner, right? So I'm just going to cook these on both sides with a little bit of oil. And when they're done, I'm going to wrap them up in some foil. And alongside that, he's getting some leftover pico. And his favorite, y'all know I got to send him some yogurt. And for dessert, the last of these strawberry shortcake rolls. And here it goes.
Let's pack my fiance's lunch. First, we got some overnight oats, nectarine, yogurt, Uncrustable, and some crackers. Little snack. Got a deli sandwich and some chips, gummies, and the Gatorade energy gummies. Lunchable because, yes, he is a child. Some cookies. We have some chicken on a bed of white rice with broccoli and some Chick-fil-A sauce on the side. Prosciutto wraps. Close it up. Vitamin water and a liquid IV for his water bottle. And he's all set.
For my husband's lunch today, I'm going to be starting off by packing in some sauteed spinach, along with some caprese skewers that I made, topped off with some salt and pepper and a balsamic glaze. I added in some egg omelet, also these cute octopus-shaped sausages that I think are so fun. For the main portion, I'm going to be doing a Japanese-style steak and rice bowl. I've placed in some fresh rice and thinly sliced leftover steak that my husband and I had the other night. Typically, this dish is topped off with a sweet soy sauce glaze, so I'm going to go ahead and make that now. This sauce is super easy to make, and I'll make sure to post the exact measurements in my next video. Once the sauce has cooked down and thickened up, I'm going to strain and pour over my steak and rice. Typically, this is served with wasabi, which I highly recommend. Now that it's ready to go, I've packed it all away and of course included a note to tell my husband that I love him.
Packing lunch for my husband. Tomorrow my husband's gonna bust a chavo del ocho and take a torta de jamon to work. I'm gonna add some mayo on toasted virote, and then I'm going to add some lettuce, ham, quesito fresco. I'm also going to add some onions, tomatoes, and some avocados from Mexico, and a little bit of homemade jalapenos, and then I'm gonna close it up, and this is a big papa torta. Now, I didn't have parchment paper, but I did have foil, so I'm gonna wrap it up in foil and cut it up and put it in a huge container. I'm also going to add some yogurt with strawberries and some nuts because I couldn't find my granola. I got this container at Big Lots for anybody who wants to know. For his fruit, he's gonna take a handful of grapes and some M&Ms. I also got this container from Big Lots. Now I'm gonna pack everything in its lunch pile with a couple more snackies, some chippies, a bar, a banana, and some spoons. I'm also making his cafecito, and that's it, guys. I'm leaving a concha here for the morning. And here's a little clip of Franklin snacking it up. Bye!
Time to make lunch for my husband. We're going to start off with some holiday cookies that I made. They are called TWİTCH thumbprint cookies. And I also packed in some grapes, some Japanese snack mix, and some Baby Bell cheese. I cut my thumb the other day, so that's why I've got a Band-Aid on today, and if it bothers you, well, bummer. For the main portion, I'm going to be making some curry. This is my husband and I's go-to comfort food. It's absolutely delicious, and it's easier than you think. I'm also going to fry up a piece of pork katsu, which is thinly sliced pork breaded in panko crumbs. Here I packed in fresh rice and the curry. Once the pork was done cooking, I sliced it up and placed it over the rice and curry. Of course, I had to garnish it, so I got a piece of broccoli to finish it off. Now that it's ready to go, I'm packing it away and of course including a note to tell my husband to curry on.
Packing my fiance's lunch. First is some steak bites with white rice, and then I have some sauce on the side for him. And yes, he will heat that up before he eats it. Next, I made some protein overnight oats, some yogurt, a prosciutto and cheese stick, some licorice, tangerine cup, some lettuce sandwich rolls, little snack, some more snacks, 2 Uncrustables, celery sticks and peanut butter, an apple, vitamin water, a little soda, and some water. Packing lunch for my husband. Tomorrow my husband's going to take 4 chicken enchiladas, and since they looked a little dry to me, I added a little bit more sauce on top of my enchiladas. I'm also going to drizzle a little bit of sour cream and some queso cotija, and on the second compartment, I'm going to totally make a mess with my potatoes and my carrots, but there I cleaned it up like nothing happened, and then I'm going to add some rice on the side, pack everything in his little bento box, and for his fruit, I'm going to cut up some jicama and cucumbers. I'm going to take out the seeds from the inside of my cucumbers because those are disgusting, and then I'm going to put everything in this cute little pink container with a little bit of tahini, and you guys already know my husband don't give a shit that container is pink. I'm going to pack everything in his lunch pile with a couple of snackies, and I almost forgot to pack his vitamin C, so there it is. And then I came to say hi to Franklin while he was soaking his coffee and a little conchita for the morning. That's it, guys. Bye!
For my husband's lunch today, I'm going to be using my new bento box. Since this bento is bigger than my last one, it fits a side salad pretty well. I'm putting together some cherry tomatoes, carrots, onion, and some sunflower seeds. I'm also going to be packing in some mixed fruit. I've got oranges, apples, and some pomegranate seeds. And I'm going to be packing in our go-to salad dressing, which is roasted sesame by Kewpie. Now for the main portion, I'm going to be doing some pastrami sandwiches. First, I start with some rye bread and pastrami deli meat. Once the meat is placed onto the bread, I topped it with some caramelized onions and some white cheddar cheese. To finish the sandwiches off, I smeared on a thin layer of mustard. After I trimmed up the sandwiches just a little bit, I shared the bread crust with Bouncer, so promise nothing got wasted. Now that the lunch is ready to go, I'm packing it all up and of course including a note to tell my husband that I love him.